Hello friends, I am Shravana and welcome to my channel Sparkling Future. Before moving on with today's topic, I request all of you to subscribe to my channel and provide your valuable feedback in the comment section. And today we are going to discuss about how to write a data frame in a Parquet file format in Spark SQL using Scala. So now let's quickly go into my Eclipse and see how to write the code for this. So this is the object I have created in Scala and defined main method and created a Spark variable Spark for Spark session, and this is the system property I have set so that I will have the file permissions to write into the local machine, and also the winutils.exe usual exception will be resolved using this sets property. And I'm creating a data frame with a Parquet file format. We can actually read any type of file format, and then finally we can write into Parquet file format. And in the previous example friends, we have seen how to read a Parquet file format, and also what exactly is this format, what are the pros and cons, and also when to use this Parquet file format. Everything is discussed in the previous video. You can check that in the I button. And also uh, uh, in the earlier video we have used filter with a single expression in the filter for applying the transformations. In this video I have applied using a data frame functions, like how to apply like this using starts with, and then using this overloaded equal to, and so that you will be aware how to write data frame APIs as well in the filter conditions. So now using this Spark read dot Parquet method, I have read this Parquet file format, and then I have applied a filter condition which the name starts with A and the gender is female, and registration DTTM starts with 2016, which means whatever in happened, the transactions happened in 2016, fetch all those results. So now so let's see what is the data available in this first. So friends, if you can see here, the first name is always having starting with A, and gender is filtered out for only for female, and even the registration date, whichever is starting with 2016, is available and printed in the output. So now let's see how to write this into a Parquet file and to a specified folder. So now here I have used mode overwrite because to overwrite the file format files in this directory again and again. So now I have activated this command. I am saving it. I am running it again. So it's completed friends. So let me refresh this and see the file. Yeah. Under the data folder, it has created a Parquet folder, and inside this you can see the Parquet file. So if you try to open this, as I said, this is not a human readable format Parquet files, because it comes with inbuilt snappy conversion. So now how to verify this, whether we have fetched the data with correct details or not, is so now this is where we have read. So I'm copying this Parquet file. So inside this, right, wherever I am reading the Parquet file, so here I am giving this file and I am saying df.show. So now what we have done is, let me maximize the screen. So if you see, I'm reading whatever we created in this step, right, the Parquet format, same file I am reading as a data frame again, just to show, because the Parquet file is in not in human readable format. I am, for validation purpose, I am taking this step. So now let me run this and see the output. Sorry friends, I forgot to give data dot Parquet, because we have to provide proper data, otherwise it will check in the default temp folder. And it's good, see, if you don't have the file, you will be getting this file not found, path does not exist, this exception, analysis exception. This is the way you can learn to troubleshoot the errors as well. So if you see here, whatever we have created the data frame, it has given the same output when we checked with the dot show method, after applying the all the filter with the first name starting with a, gender as female, and the date starting with 2016. So friends, this is the way we can write into a Parquet file format, and this is the way we can validate it. So friends, I feel this is a useful coding tips to you. Thank you for watching the video. Please subscribe to my channel for more interesting learnings. Thank you friends.